Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Meghan watched as Harry seemed to lose control over this decision. She was extremely upset. It seems Meghan Markle was more frustrated than ever when she saw Prince Harry struggling with such an important choice. This decision made Harry feel insecure and stressed, and Meghan's unhappy reaction only made things worse. As Meghan tries to defend her perspective, the cracks in their relationship are becoming more visible. How will this decision impact their future? It is commonly believed that most couples just disagree on this matter, according to reports. It is a significant issue because no matter who you are, it's always about doing what is best financially. The bottom line is crucial to the former royal known as the Duchess of Sussex, who is also a former TV actress. Meghan Markle, who once played the role of the Duchess of Sussex, is now opposing Prince Harry for seemingly letting millions of dollars slip away. When you think about it, we've been told that his most recent book, his only book so far in the 4-book deal, was part of a deal with Penguin Random House. This is why some say Prince Harry, the youngest son of Diana and now known as the Duke of Sussex, might not have learned the lessons he should have. This has sent a shockwave through the system, and as mentioned earlier, the issue with publishing the paperback was clear. You should realize that they needed a lot of sensational stories, and that's exactly what he provided the first time. Yes, I think everything in their book is exaggerated. Do you agree? If you think so, comment yes, or if not, comment no. In any case, it benefited the book's sales, the broken necklace incident, and the dog bowl, for example. When you think about it, it was pretty ridiculous, wasn't it? However, people still wanted to buy it. Personally, I wouldn't purchase the book because I find hardbacks too expensive and cumbersome. Do you agree? They're too bulky to carry around. I prefer paperbacks. Could you be a yes? Please let me know. Both paperback and hardback versions are being discussed. As mentioned earlier, it's interesting because around October, when his father, King Charles III, is scheduled to visit Australia, the paperback edition will be released as Harry chose. Now, this is where things get very interesting since Meghan has reportedly erupted behind the scenes. Do you not think he must feel like he's walking on eggshells every day? I mean, whether you like Harry or not, it must be exhausting to constantly worry about getting things wrong. Meghan believed he should have revised the book. He needed to provide his side of events, like why the coronation was on his son's birthday, and why she couldn't attend due to security concerns, and because she was busy preparing a birthday cake, among other reasons. As you know, they thought it was a great idea, and Meghan agreed. They also want books, but the problem is that they wanted to cut costs and didn't want to pay for a ghostwriter. Instead, they wanted someone to proofread, edit, and correct grammar and other details. Yes, I'm aware of that. Is it true that you reprimand me? Another noteworthy aspect is that they didn't want to do the work themselves. Apparently, Harry didn't want to take on the task for whatever reason. In his opinion, there's a better volume 2 that will be released later. It's not about extending an olive branch or being kind or anything like that. On the other hand, as mentioned earlier, Meghan is furious about the idea that money is slipping through his fingers. She knows there's a limited time during which people will be interested in certain stories. Meanwhile, Harry is in a strong position, and as mentioned earlier, the film rights for Spare are now on hold. This is because he wants more control as an executive producer, despite having no experience in that role. But it's clear he still believes he can do it. You can see the tension between Harry and Meghan in their seemingly perfect marriage, where she stepped out in Colombia and mouthed the word hand. This is interesting stuff as always, and more importantly, you can see it. Once again, you can see who is really in control, whether they are a Spare or not. It's like being forced to follow a diet you didn't agree to, consisting only of salads made of your least favorite greens and veggies. To make matters worse, the person forcing this diet on you refuses to add any salad dressing, believing what they're serving is perfectly fine as it is. But it's clear that what we're being served isn't fresh at all. It looks like wilted, dry greens that someone else didn't want to eat, choosing starvation instead. They are the most boring couple on the planet. Their constant complaining is beyond tiresome. Now, there are far more important people and topics to focus on than two entitled, overindulged, middle-aged charlatans. It's amazing how Harry always makes the mistakes and Meghan never does. She seems to be a perfect person. It's hard to believe Harry thought life was tough in the British royal family. I wonder what he thinks of life with Meghan now. It's probably amusing, judging by many comments. Harry seems to have enough supporters who excuse him from any responsibility and blame that woman for his own flaws, his ongoing 20-plus years of drug abuse, his bullying and racism during his alleged army career, his greed, entitlement, and lazy, resentful, aggressive, and bullying behavior that started in childhood, yet chooses to ignore that he partakes in it. Between them, they have spent years attacking, lying about, undermining, insulting, and trying to destroy the reputation and well-being of his family. Whether good or bad, Harry will not inherit anything from his father. Everything Charles has will go to William. That's how it works in the monarchy. Meghan keeps them in the news, ensuring they stay high profile. She's trained Harry on how to interact with the cameras, showing his disdain for their necessary intrusion, depending on what they're filming. How many more trips like this do they plan? They will keep doing this, knowing how much it aggravates the royal family, who feel helpless to stop them. I hate to break it to them, but I doubt anyone is interested in more lies after all the proven, documented falsehoods they've already told. In my opinion, they are both mentally unstable in different ways, and the ramblings of such people don't interest me. Even if I had extra money, I wouldn't spend it on their nonsense. Harry and Meghan Markle never had anything else. At the Queen's last Jubilee, her funeral, and King Charles' coronation, no one even spoke to them. People didn't want to be associated with them. Meanwhile, he was waving at the crowd and smiling at imaginary friends during those events. It's pathetic and disingenuous. How stupid does he think we are? If Harry adds extra information to the paperback, he'll have to explain how he suddenly found the missing drafts and communications that he couldn't produce for the judge in the media court case. Very sneaky. Besides, what more lies could Harry come up with in another book? None that come to mind. I think Harry knows he crossed the line with his family. Harry Cannon does make up an endless number of lies. Yes, he could fill another book with them. I hope the palace has warned the publisher to fact-check before they print. That might take the wind out of his sails. Who would buy another book from them after all the lies they've told? Especially when his own lawyer said he lied in his book. They are both truly past their expiration dates and should be relegated to the bin of D-list micro-celebrities. Publishing a paperback is pointless. Anything people want to hear has already been publicized. I avoid looking at Spare whenever I see it displayed in my local library or anywhere else. Meghan is always furious about something, mostly because she started it in the first place, but is so sure it's never her fault. 4 books, what on earth does he have left to say in another book? Maybe they could be called 2 Don't Rock the Boat. The Story of Life with Meghan another could be called 3 Children, Where Are They? And the 4th, Money, 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 Who Can We Connect Anyway? I doubt he's capable of writing an expanded version of the book on his own, and he doesn't want to risk his inheritance. I don't understand why the paperback was released when there are supposedly thousands of hardbacks still sitting in discount bins, at least on this side of the ocean. Personally, I prefer hardbacks, but I have a big bag with enough room for one. As for Meghan, she brought it on herself. Regarding today's video, that's all I have to say. Are there any additional questions? Please leave them in the comments box below. I hope you can share with us and everyone. We are really grateful to each and every one of you, and we hope that you please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our The King YouTube channel. We will see each other again soon.